If I mention the term baseball dynasty in the 1970s, you might first think of the three-peat Oakland A's, the back-to-back Big Red Machine, or the Yankees. Maybe the LA Dodgers infield brings with it memories of solid and consistent play. This flight will focus on a forgotten run in that decade's history, with award-winning players and postseason appearances plenty. Here are the underrated Baltimore Orioles. Frank Robinson made a huge splash during his first season in the American League after being casually dismissed as old at age 30 by the Cincinnati Reds. His Triple Crown and MVP in 1966 were just part of the story in aiding the Orioles to a World Series win. The Birds had a miserable 1967 campaign, and during the 1968 All-Star break, replaced manager Hank Bauer with Earl Weaver. A native of St. Louis, Weaver was given a taste of baseball life at a very young age, as he helped in his father's dry cleaning business, who had two constant clients in the names of the Cardinals and Browns baseball clubs. Not able to make the big leagues as a player, Earl was given the opportunity to manage at Class A level at just 26 years of age. His first run managing in the majors lasted through the 1982 season, and the results of his leadership were outstanding. He ranks 27th all-time in victories with a .583 winning percentage. Okay, so he was ejected 96 times during his career, but out of his 6 playoff appearances, his teams won 4 pennants and 1 world championship. Earl's name and number 4 is synonymous with Baltimore baseball, and his efforts culminated in a 1996 Hall of Fame induction. What this franchise was given, from rookies to up-and-coming prospects to veterans with championship experience, was talent. Sure, the A's won 3 straight championships in the early part of the 70s. Baltimore represented the American League in the previous 3 fall classics, winning 1. The '69 squad won the division by 19 games, and in the first season ever of League Championship Series play, defeated the Twins in 3 straight. The championship team of 1970 saw Brooks Robinson take the series MVP with 9 hits, 6 RBI, and a commanding defense at third base. The 1971 pennant winners took the Pirates to 7 games, though they only mustered 4 hits against Steve Blass and lost the deciding contest 2-1. They also pushed Oakland to the limit in both the 1973 and 74 American League Championship Series, losing in 5 and 4 games respectively. Add to that another World Series berth in 1979, another 7-game classic against Pittsburgh, and you have the blueprint for a franchise which had organized systems in place. From 1969 through 1979, Orioles players captured 1 league MVP, 2 Rookie of the Year awards, and 3 different pitchers grabbed 5 total Cy Young awards. The epitome of a slugger from the 70s, Boog Powell slammed 20 or more homers in 9 different seasons, including 39 in 1964. Mike Flanagan was a consistent starter for Baltimore in 15 of his 18 seasons playing in the majors. Al Bunbury led the league with 11 triples in his rookie campaign and stole at least 22 bases 5 times. Take a look at all the names from the Charm City that finished in the top 10 voting for those main awards. That's 7 top 5 finishes for Jim Palmer in a 9-year stretch. It wasn't just Hall of Famers that put up strong performances. Ken Singleton, Bobby Grich, and Mike Cuellar quickly materialized into pillars that supported a strong franchise. There were some repetitive names who picked up multiple All-Star selections and Gold Gloves. Solid defense at all infield positions earned Davey Johnson 2 Gold Gloves and 4 All-Star nods. Dave McNally completed 98 games during a 7-year stretch for the Birds. Mark Belanger averaged 130 games during the height of his career. An underrated shortstop, he put up a .977 fielding percentage and helped turn over 1,000 double plays. 9 consecutive seasons of 20-plus doubles is just one of many contributions Paul Blair made to the team. Pitching was most synonymous with Baltimore's success. The Orioles had at least 2 20-game winners in the rotation during 5 different seasons, including 4 in the amazing 1971 campaign. Jim Palmer threw a no-hitter against the Athletics in 1969, collecting 2 hits and an RBI to help his own cause. We can't leave out hitting, or slugging in this case. Plenty of stars through the decade picked up many hits for both power and average. Frank Robinson averaged 30 home runs per season during his 6 years in Baltimore. Lee May drove in 100 runs for 3 franchises in his career, including an American League leading 109 in 1976. After jumping between several teams in the early part of the decade, Tommy Davis settled in with the O's and had a nice resurgence in stats. Back then, the regular season spanned across an average of 175 days. Looking at these numbers, you can tell which years were more successful for the Orioles. Why is this winning run full of awards and natural talent so overlooked? An average of 1 million fans crossed the turnstiles at Memorial Park, though the franchise never reached higher than 4th in American League attendance. Could this only be due to playing in a secondary market? The O's finished in second place 3 consecutive seasons before claiming another World Series in 1983. As luck would have it, Weaver left the team just prior to the victory, made a brief comeback with the squad following a poor start in 1985, then called it a career after the team finished in last place the following year. 1983 was the last time the Orioles won the Commissioner's Trophy. The new nest was crowded with names like Cal Ripken Jr., Scott McGregor, and John Lowenstein. Since then, Baltimore has claimed just 3 AL East Division titles and 3 wildcard berths. Things are definitely looking up, with young talent and plenty of prospects that will hopefully aid in a long run of winning seasons.